lads, welcome back to another episode of Coyote Racing, and for a more chilled out, talky video. So in today's video I wanted to discuss something that has quite a lot of people split, but it is a subject that isn't normally really talked about much. Now, when it comes to sim racing, we have plenty of sims that have got a lot of race circuits to choose from. Project Cars 2 is a prime example of a sim that has a lot of choice when it comes to race circuits. But some circuits do vary in degree of quality, even though some games share the same circuits as other games. Games like Assetto Corsa Competizione really excel in delivering high quality racetracks, whereas others do have the quality that is much to be desired. I'm looking at you, Crew 2, Laguna Seca, but there are a couple of circuits out there online that are made entirely for just kicking your shoes off and having a good old time. Now, I'm talking about fantasy racetracks. What is a fantasy racetrack? A fantasy racetrack is a track that doesn't exist. It isn't real. It is the figment of someone's imagination. Now, this is where things can get rather split. When it comes to fantasy circuits, you're in one of these two camps. In one camp, you've got people that enjoy the circuits no matter what they are. Real or fake, as long as the track's good and it flows well, just let me race on it. However, in the other camp, there are those people that tend to go, no, I want to have a full-on simulator. No made-up stuff for me. I just want the raw simulation and the tracks have to be real. Which, if you ask me, that's actually a crying shame. Now, if you cannot tell already, I am in the camp that particularly likes fantasy racetracks. Now, I'm a sucker for realism, however, it is also good to have a little bit of fun with other things as well. But where you race at shouldn't really matter, because the physics are still real. If the bump is still there, it doesn't matter. You should still get a very realistic experience, even if the track isn't real. Now, one of the pioneers of fantasy tracks, and are still going today, are the makers of Gran Turismo and Gran Turismo Sport. Gran Turismo Sport is a prime example of having good fantasy tracks. A great number of tracks in Gran Turismo Sport aren't real. However, people still race on them because they're well made and they're good. I mean, some of them are obviously a joke. I mean, look at Special Route X. It's just a gigantic oval. But all of those circuits are for a competitive nature. Somewhat. If you turn to Assetto Corsa, you've got an entire plethora of fantasy track content galore. I think it is important to have fantasy racetracks because it stops things becoming far too serious, and it can allow for a lot of fun. For example, you can take a 1960s Lola around a Mario Kart circuit and see what it would be like. I mean, it's stupid and it's never going to happen, but that's the point. It's just to have a bit of fun. Now, this is what's really great about fantasy circuits, is that it allows people to just unleash their creativity. And some of the mod circuits that I've came across that aren't real are incredible. Some people have even went as far as to create some of the original Gran Turismo race circuits, like Seattle and Trial Mountain. Those tracks aren't real, but they're fun. Now, where fantasy tracks can really get cracking is when the mod creator starts making a race circuit out of an existing layout or town or city. Other race circuits like the Sveg Raceway have taken a real life road in Sweden and turned it into a racetrack. And the quality of Sveg Raceway, by the way, is amazing. Now, my friend Chris here recently did a project where he went to an old abandoned World War II airstrip and he made a race circuit out of a pre-existing layout. Now, I say to those who are just simulator and only real to give fantasy racetracks a chance and have a little bit explore. The creativity of a few people is astonishing, and you testing and driving these tracks basically allows the mod makers to keep going and improve and make better stuff. Hypothetically, if Formula 1 wanted to create a new circuit, say in Paris, someone could literally make a race circuit out of a layout in Paris and basically test it. Obviously, I don't think that's happened yet, but it's got that potential, because that fantasy circuit could be real, providing it's in a real city. And speaking from personal experience, when it comes to me and my friends racing against each other on fantasy racetracks, some of them are so good we prefer them to real racetracks. But all I'm saying for you guys is go explore and give them a chance. There is some amazing content out there for you guys to discover. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, then feel free to hit that subscribe button and the like button. It would help me out a lot. And for some reason the algorithm has gone very weird lately, so if you wouldn't mind, leave a comment below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys in the future race. Have a good night, everybody.